Do you want to get better results with your email marketing, your social posting, your articles, your blogs, your videos, you name it? Do you want better results? Well, if you do, then you're going to want to watch this training because I'm going to share with you the 5-point formula for persuasion. You're also going to get access to a training that I did back in 2012 that is even more relevant today than it was back then. So stick around. All right, well, welcome to my channel. My name is Mark Harbert, and I'm super excited that you're here. If you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell because I put out videos on a regular basis, and I want to make sure that you get access to them. Now, let's go ahead and dive in this training that I did back in 2012. It's called Copywriting for Beginners, and if you're not sure what copywriting is, it basically is salesmanship in written form. And basically what that means is when you write out and you type out a social media post, you are copywriting because your goal when you write that post is to get them to take action on what you're saying. But if you don't get the results that you like, it could be that you don't understand the 5-point formula for persuasion. Now, I have used this formula throughout my business and for many years. And in this training that I did back in 2012, I detailed it out, but I also went into some great strategies on how you can use these points in your email marketing. But truth is, they really apply to pretty much anything that you do online. So without further ado, I'm going to dive into this training. I'm going to give you access to it. You're going to want to watch every bit of it. It's a little long, but well worth it. So let's go ahead and let's dive in. Hello, my friends. Mark Harbert here. And in this video, welcome to your bonus for the Tube Traffic Mojo course. And I am preparing this video especially for you because I think that one of the most important skills that you can have in your business is understanding strong copywriting and being able to put this into every aspect of your business. In video marketing, in email marketing, and in blog posts, any kind of marketing you're doing, you're always going to need to understand good copywriting skills. Especially when we're in our videos, being able to write good headlines, good descriptions, things that actually get results. And that's ultimately what we're looking for is results. Now, if you don't understand what copywriting is, essentially, here copywriting is salesmanship in print form. So it's basically like when you send an email or whatever, your idea of writing that email or that ad is to get a person to take action. So if you see something, if you read something, like think about it when you're driving down the road and you see an advertisement on the side of the road, they pretty much probably have had somebody write that ad with the intention of when you read it, it spurs you to take action. And that's what copywriting is. And that's one skill that many people lack in this industry, especially those, as I said, in internet marketing. So what I hopefully want to do here in this video is just kind of maybe shed a little light on you and show you exactly what it is that I do every single day and kind of the formula that I use in my business every single day. And hopefully you can take it and use it in your business. So let's go ahead and move on here. We're going to talk about copywriting for beginners. If you've never gone through any type of copywriting before, or you have no copywriting training, this is going to be great for you, and I'm going to give you the exact formula of how to get results in your marketing. So what we're going to talk about here is the 5-point formula for persuasion, and that's what I call this. And the 5-point formula for persuasion goes like this: identify the big problem, provide a unique benefit or promise, provide factual proof, have a risk-free offer, and the takeaway. Now this right here is the formula for persuasion. This is the formula that you want to integrate not only into your video marketing but into everything you do. So I'm going to actually give you this presentation right below this video so that you can actually download it and keep it, because this is a big one. This slide, you might even just want to print it off and put it right next to your desk. So anytime you're doing any type of marketing, a video, an email, a blog post, whatever it is, you can go by this formula And you can always have it right there in front of you to remind you. But this is the main formula for copywriting. So how to write a good headline. Okay, now this pertains to specifically videos, emails, good titles on blog posts, things like that. But good headlines are always direct. You can use straight to the point questions. Like, let me give you some examples of some headlines. Now, these are things that you might use in like an email, but here's some good ones that you can use. Here's some examples. Don't you hate this, Bob? Now, think about this. When Bob opens that email or whatever it is that Bob's looking at, Bob immediately says, "Hate what? What do I hate?" It makes him want to go further in the process, if that makes sense. The whole idea with every part of the process is your goal is to move your prospect through a process and from one step to the next till they do what you want them to do. And you're always going to have a certain amount that will and a certain amount that won't. So, but our goal is to move them along. So, don't you hate this, Bob? Immediately, Bob thinks, what is it that I hate? What I need to find out. That curiosity kicks in. Here's another one. Is this killing your business too, Bob? And immediately Bob says, yeah, something's killing my business. I got to check that out. So it spurs him to take action further. Here's another one. Are you generating 50 plus leads a day, Bob? Okay, so I'm just using Bob as an example. It could be Frank or Mark or, Tanya or Nikki or whatever it may be. But are you generating 50 plus leads a day? He actually says no. And so it immediately spurs him to want to take action to find out how to get 50 plus leads a day. Here's another one. Was it something I said, Frank? What? What do you mean? I got to look more. See, are you struggling with this too, Bob? So you can see that what these do is they arouse curiosity. Okay, and that's ultimately too when we're doing like our videos. One of the things that you're going to want to do every time you put a video up on YouTube is you always want to have a good headline. Okay, a good headline. And a good headline is always going to consist of something that is going to spur your prospect to take action and watch your video. So these headlines can apply. Now, let me give you an example. I have a video out there of from a former company that I was in. It was a company review that I did on a company that I used to be in. And my headline said, "The truth revealed by a former associate." Now, when you hear that headline and you think, wow, the truth revealed by a former associate, your mind immediately jumps and you're like, oh, wow, I got to see what this guy has to say. You see what I mean? So it makes them want to do it. It kind of sucks them in like a magnet. And that's what your goal is to arouse enough curiosity that they're going to take action. Okay? It's very important that you get this down because if you want to be successful with your videos, you have to learn some basic copywriting skills. They're very important to the overall scope of your business. And as you learn the basic skills, you can continue to increase your knowledge and get better at it. Okay, so let's look at some more things. You can also do direct, straight to the point statements of fact. Here's some examples. This is what stinks about internet marketing. Okay, so if you put that in the headline of a video, and say your keyword is internet marketing. You can say, this is what stinks about internet marketing. Somebody's going, oh man, I love internet marketing. I'm going to go and check and see what he's saying. So it arouses that curiosity. How to get 47 new leads a day revealed. Okay, so that's another one. The numbers don't lie. Okay, that's a statement of fact, and it's straight to the point. Arouses curiosity. Get to page 1 on Google in 24 hours or less. How to generate 25 leads in the next 48 hours. Oh yeah, people love how-to headlines. How-to headlines are really, really good. They work very, very well. How to dominate rankings quickly with this secret strategy. Okay, so you can see how these headlines really, drum up a curiosity. And that's really what you're looking to do is drum up that curiosity to make them take action, to make them see that headline and go chasing after your video to watch it. That's what you want. So what is your goal? Okay, and I hit this briefly already, but what is your goal? Your goal is for that person to take action. Period. That's it. The whole goal of good copywriting is to get the person reading it to take action. If that's what you can do when you write it, you're going to be successful. So, and it comes down to thinking about, you can also think, what is it that makes me take action? You know, one of the things that I like to do every once in a while is I receive a ton of emails on a daily basis. And, you know, I don't read them all. I do a lot of deleting of emails. And the reason being is because I just don't have the time to read all those emails. I'm on a lot of lists. But what happens is sometimes, occasionally, I'll go down the email list and I'll see what it is that catches my attention, okay? And a lot of times I'll just skim through stuff because the headlines are poorly written, and every once in a while there's that email that just jumps out at me and it grabs my attention and gets me curious. Now, you can do that with your own email marketing. You know, I'm assuming you're probably on other lists as well, receiving information. And you can do that every once in a while, is find out what it is that gets you to open an email. If you can figure that out and you can evaluate what gets you to open an email, think to yourself this: if it gets me to open an email, it's probably going to get the other person to open an email as well. So you can always start your own little swipe file, where you start like a little file of ones that catch your attention, and then you can use those in future marketing as well, in future campaigns that you're using. So what is your goal? Your goal is to get them to take action. That's the goal. So here's how to write good email copy, okay? Really, the type of list you're emailing, or the video that you're making, or the people that are going to view it, that makes all the difference in the type of copy that you're going to write or send or post or whatever it may be. But you mainly want to determine the audience that you're mailing to, or the audience that's going to be viewing your videos. Okay, that's going to be very important when you determine your copy. So if you're writing like a product review about maybe a new product's come out or whatever, you want to say to yourself, who is it that's going to buy this product? Okay, and say you're doing a video review, or you're doing a blog post review, or whatever it may be. You have to determine who it is that's going to buy it, and why would they buy it. They would buy it because it solves a problem that they have. If you can determine that, then you can get a little bit more specific on how you're going to write it, and how you're going to make them appeal. How are you going to make it appeal to them to want to come to your piece of content? So what are their problems? That's the biggest thing. Remember, guys, as entrepreneurs, one of the things we do as entrepreneurs is we find problems and we solve those problems. And that is what you're looking for. If you put that into your copy, always remind yourself of who you're mailing to, who is your audience, and what are their problems. And by that, you can help determine how you're going to write a good headline and hit on those hot buttons, those hot buttons, or those problems that they're having. So what are the solutions to the problems? Okay, and so that helps you determine as well, what are the solutions? So you can say something like, how to get 27 leads within 48 hours, and then the solution could be, something like, what if you could have a system that taught you and walked you through virtually on autopilot how to generate 27 leads in less than 48 hours? So, you could do something like that, okay? I'm just giving you examples here, but how is your product or service, or whatever it is that you're marketing with your video, how is your product going to help them? And that's what you essentially want to do too, is you want to give them benefits. How is it going to help them? So let's go ahead and let's go through and talk about the 5-point formula for persuasion and break it down a little bit so that you can get a better understanding of how to incorporate this into your marketing. So our first point in the 5-point formula for persuasion is identify the big problem. So in our case, we're looking at network marketing, multi-level marketing, direct sales. What is the big problem people have? Lack of leads, period. Lack of leads. That's like the number one problem, like the Achilles heel, as Mr. Brian Finale says, of network marketers, is lack of leads, okay? Troubles in building a list, not enough sales, not enough recruits, not enough people signing up in their business, lack of the proper training. These are all big areas that you can hit on, and not enough money. I mean, whoever has enough money? I mean, we're always looking to make more money and provide more value. But these are the big ones: lack of leads, troubles in building a list, not enough sales, lack of proper training, and not enough money. These are big problems that people have. So if you can hit on them and poke at the soft spots, okay, this is a big thing that you need to understand if you want to be successful in your marketing. You have to find the sore spot, and then you need to push. Okay, you got to push lightly. Okay, so remember that. Find the sore spot and then push ever so little. Okay, and that's what you're going to do because you want to spur that person to action. You're providing a solution for them. That's ultimately what you're doing. So here's the next one: 5-point formula for persuasion, the unique benefit or promise. 74 leads per day on autopilot. That's a unique benefit. We're going to provide you 74 leads per day on autopilot with our system or whatever it may be. You can build a list of 3,000 emails in 30 days or less. You know, that's certainly a benefit. How you can build a list of 3,000 emails in less than 30 days. Increase your sales by 200%. Think about it. If somebody's in a direct sales, per se, and they want to increase their sales by 200%, that's going to catch their eye. Of course, everybody wants to, increase sales by 200% without question. Learn from the top earners their secrets. Learn from the top earners their secrets. That's a unique benefit or promise. Change the state of your bank account within 60 days or less with this powerful widget. Okay, it could be a widget or a course or a product or whatever it may be. But you're providing a unique benefit or promise. Okay, so remember, identify the big problem, provide the unique benefit or promise, and then we move on to the provide factual proof. Now, this is a huge aspect, okay, to the 5-point formula for persuasion. Factual proof is always a big deal. People like to see results. People want to see, does this work? Okay, and maybe when you got started in your network marketing business, you had it in the back of your mind, does this really work? Am I really going to get results with this business? Am I really going to make money? Maybe that's what you were thinking. And so what you were looking for is you were looking for some validation. You began to look around maybe and do your research. And you wanted to get validation because you didn't want to be the only one. You didn't want to be the only one that stepped into this and then found out it didn't work for you. And that's, as human beings, we're always looking for factual proof, or we're looking for what's even called social proof, because we don't want to be the only one. And that's something, if you understand that in your marketing, you can play on that. Okay, and I don't mean play on it in a negative way. I'm certainly not saying that, but I'm saying that to understand some of that basic human psychology so that you can use that in your marketing and be successful, okay? So here's how you provide some factual proof. A quote from a person that was successful using your product is very powerful. It could be like a video testimonial. It could be a text testimonial. Video testimonials are always the most impacting, okay? They're always. It's like we've been saying all throughout this course that the videos are so powerful. They build rapport. They build, it's a very powerful medium. So if anytime you get a video testimonial, that's really going to be very impactful. Okay, a photo of your results or of somebody that bought your course or used your product. A photo of their results. That's always very powerful. Showing improving results. A true statement of successful stats. Okay. So maybe you have some statistics on your system or whatever it is that you're providing. Successful stats always make the difference. And maybe some split testing results from your testing. Something that you can prove to people. So, if you look at this and in the way it all lays out, you're hitting the hot button by identifying the big problem. You're providing a unique benefit or promise, and then you're providing factual proof on how your unique benefit or promise has worked, okay? So you're providing that to them, okay? Let's move on here to the next one, okay? The risk-free offer. Now, everybody loves the risk-free offer. The whole goal of the risk-free offer is ultimately to take all pressure off of the person. You want to take all pressure. You want to remove any obstacles from them, either purchasing or opting in or whatever it may be. So simple. You have nothing to lose but an empty bank account. Okay, that's risk-free. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. You've heard that before. And the whole idea is to put you at ease. It's to calm you, calm your nerves, or to calm your mental state so that you're in a place of la la land or whatever it may be. But the idea is to absolutely remove all pressure and make the decision very easy. That's the whole goal here. Okay? 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. If you don't like it, we'll give you your money back in 30 days or less. No questions asked. You see what that is? Think about when you hear that. You're like, wow, 30 days. I got 30 days to try the product. Awesome. And it's no risk? Yeah, I can do it. See, that puts you at ease. And, that's something very important to understand. And if you can, work this into your marketing, this works wonderful. 14-day risk-free trial. That's another one. 14-day risk-free trial. Buy one, get one free. Oh, cool. If I buy this one, man, I'm getting a whole other one. It's really giving me a great deal. So that's your risk-free offer. Number 5, bonuses that take the value over the top. Here's the thing. I dare you to go out and find somebody who does not like to, get a good deal. Okay, who does not like to get something for their money. Something good for their money. There's people out there that will, think about this. Black Friday, okay? Look at what people do on Black Friday. They beat others up, run through the door, bang each other onto the floor, and beat people down just to get a discount on iPhones or on DVD players or something. I mean, that's how crazy people are. People want to get a good deal. So if you can add bonuses to a product or something and take that value like totally over the top, guess what? You are giving the risk-free offer, okay? And that's what's really, really going to help you be successful in your marketing. Provide that value, that risk-free offer where it takes all pressure off the buyer, off your prospect, no matter what it may be. You want to remove that pressure, okay? The next step in the 5-point formula for persuasion is the takeaway. Maybe you've heard this referred to as the fear of loss. I'm not real big on calling it the fear of loss. I like the takeaway better. It's like holding it in front of somebody and saying, you know what? It's risk-free, or we've identified the problem. We have given you a unique benefit or promise. You have seen some factual proof. We're releasing all pressure from you. It's risk-free, but you better act fast because it's only good for the next 20 buyers. You're like, oh man, I gotta move on that because I don't want to miss that deal. You see what I mean? So the takeaway is very powerful, and you have to work that into your marketing because the takeaway is very, very powerful if you apply all the 4 prior points in the 5-point formula for persuasion. Okay? So it's risk-free, 30 days or less, but only good for the next 20. How many times have you seen that in like you're watching television or something and a commercial comes on and they tell you, this super duper deal is only good for, the next 15 days. Again, Black Friday. It's one day. You have to get out and buy this stuff in one day, and that's it. Black Friday, it's where all those big, huge deals and stuff. So that's a good example of the takeaway, and it takes pressure off when you do the risk-free offer, but then you're putting a little bit pressure back on to push them toward buying or opting in or whatever it may be. Okay, so the 5-point formula for persuasion, the takeaway. Let's talk of this. Limited to only the next 100 people. For 48 hours only before the price goes up. Free training video open for the next 20 subscribers only. Fast action bonuses for the first 10 people on a one-time offer. Okay, think about that. With a one-time offer, you're offering them a super duper deal one time. You either take it now or forget it. You see? So, you're giving a major deal that gives major value over and above what they would normally pay, And what that does is it persuades them to take action. Man, I can get this for $400 when it's normally $1,000. Oh my gosh, I have got to jump all over this and take it up. Do you see what it does? It puts them in that state of mind of, I normally would have to pay this, but look at this, it's 60% off. That is a deal. I got to move on it now. It's kind of funny because I think of this just recently. My wife and I, we bought a flat screen TV, and we were at the mall here in Concepcion, Chile, and we found this TV, and we're like, man, this is a cool TV. It's got a great deal. It's on sale. It's awesome. And the sales guy came over and he started talking to us, and he said, yeah, you like the TV? Okay, great. Looking at it, and we're asking him questions, and we're like, yeah, it's a really good deal. It was, it was like $150 off or something. And we knew it was a really good deal because we had looked at similar models before, and we knew it was a really, really good deal. So he said, okay, cool. Well, we're gonna take off. We'll come back probably either tomorrow. It was on a Sunday, and we're either gonna come back tomorrow or Tuesday and pick up the TV. And we'll get it then. And he said, no, this price is only good till the end of the day. It's only good through the weekend. And my wife and I looked at each other and we're like, oh well, I guess we're getting it today then. You see that the action that it took, the takeaway. It's like either get it now or you're not going to get it at this price at least. And so it spurred us to take action and get the TV. And we got the TV. We still have it today. It's in our living room, and I use it and love it. And guess what? I save some money. So anyway, it's very powerful stuff. If you really understand these points of persuasion and study them, I promise you'll get much better results in your marketing in all aspects, in video marketing, in email, and blogging, whatever it may be, Facebook ads, PPC, solo ads, whatever it is, you name it. This will improve your results 10 times over.